Hello there, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle something that trips up so many people learning English, the tenses. But stick with me, because by the end of this, you're not just going to understand them, you're going to have the master key to the whole system.
So have you ever felt like you're just completely lost in a maze, trying to memorize 12, sometimes even 16 different tenses? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. It can feel so random, just a bunch of complicated rules with no clear path forward.
But what if I told you it's not about memorization at all? What if there's a hidden logic to it, a secret system that, once you see it, makes everything just click? Okay, let's get into it.
We are about to crack this code. And the way we're going to do it is by breaking it all down into its simplest parts. So for now, forget everything you think you know about tenses being these separate, isolated rules. Instead, I want you to think of them like Legos. They're just constructions made from some really simple building blocks.
That's right. So the very first step here is to just toss out that old idea that you need to cram 12 different unrelated tenses into your brain. I mean, that's the hard way, right? And honestly, it's not even how the language really works.
And here it is. This is the secret, the master key to the whole shebang. Every single tense in the English language is just a combination of two things, a time and an aspect. That is it. Seriously, once you get these two pieces, you can build any tense you could ever possibly need.
Okay, let's start with the easy one. The first building block is time. And, this is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It just tells us when an action takes place.
And the best part? There are only three options here. Is the action happening before now? Well, that's the past. Is it happening around now? That's the present. Or is it going to happen after now? That's the future. See? Simple. Every tense you'll ever use is anchored to one of these 3 points on the timeline.
All right, now for the second and I think more interesting building block, aspect. So if time tells us when something happens, aspect tells us how it happens. It kind of gives the verb its personality, its context. It's the difference between seeing an action as just a single dot on that timeline versus a long, continuous, flowing line.
So the simple aspect is the most basic one. Just think of it as a single point in time. We use it for facts, for habits, or actions that are just complete. Like in, I work on Tuesdays. It's not happening right now, it's just a general fact, a part of my routine.
Then we have the continuous aspect. This one is all about actions that are in progress. Just imagine something that's started, but it hasn't finished yet. It's happening right now, it's temporary. So if I say, I am working now, you know that action is happening at this very moment.
Now, the perfect aspect is a little different. Think of it like a bridge. It connects two different points in time. Most of the time, it's talking about an action in the past that has some kind of relevance or result right now. So saying, I have worked at a pub isn't really about when I did it, it's about the experience that I have now because of it.
And finally, we've got the perfect continuous. This one kind of combines the perfect aspect's connection to the present with that ongoing feeling from the continuous aspect. Its main job, its whole purpose, is to emphasize how long something has been happening. I have been working for 3 hours really puts all the focus on that 3-hour duration.
Okay, so we have our building blocks, right? 3 times, 4 aspects. Now for the really fun part. Let's actually put them together and you'll see just how brilliantly this whole system works.
So let's try one. What do you think we get if we take the time present and we snap it together with the aspect continuous? You get the present continuous, of course. I am eating chocolate. The time is now and the action is ongoing. See how perfectly logical that is? No memorization needed, just simple construction.
Okay, let's do one more, just to make sure this really clicks. How about we combine the time past with the aspect perfect? What does that give us?
That gives us the past perfect. I had eaten chocolate. This is for describing an action in the past that happened before another thing in the past. That perfect aspect is doing its job, right? It's connecting 2 points in time, and in this case, both of them just happen to be in the past.
And here it is, the whole system, all laid out on one slide. Just look at that. It's not a scary list of 12 rules to memorize at all. It's just a simple grid. Down the side, you've got your 3 times, present, past, and future. And across the top, your 4 aspects, simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Every single tense is just one box in this grid, a logical, predictable combination. This right here, this is your map to the entire tense system. So now that you have the map, let's talk about how this becomes an incredibly powerful toolkit for communicating. When you understand the system, you can choose exactly the right tense to say exactly what you mean.
Check this out. See how a tiny change in aspect makes a huge difference in meaning? Both sentences use the present time and a perfect aspect, but on the left, I have worked there is all about the result, the experience I have now. But on the right, just by adding that continuous aspect, I have been working there, shifts the entire focus to the duration, the process of working. This system gives you the power to choose where you put the emphasis.
So here's the bottom line. This is your new core strategy for choosing a tense, and it's just 3 simple steps. First, figure out the time. Is it past, present, or future? Second, choose the aspect that really captures the meaning you're going for. And third, you just build it. You're not guessing anymore. You're actually engineering your senses with purpose.
So forget the maze, forget the endless list. You now have the code. You've got the building blocks to express yourself more clearly, more precisely than ever before. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?